going on?
Dog, what the fuck's happening?
I think I got a spiritual PR team. Maybe that shit didn't need to be posted, honey. They ripped it from me, like, cause your ignorant ass gonna post it. It would have been up there. I don't know. What's that?
I don't know, but why is that crazy?
Well, I'm not eating this salad. I'm really losing it today. But I ain't had nothing to do with that live cutting like that. I don't know what that was about. It had nothing to do with me, but just then I was a little too forceful with the phone, and it kind of.
Instagram really is fucking with people.
Huh?
I said Instagram been fucking with people.
They have, honey. It's so crazy because it's like they want you to be on here and do stuff, but at the same time they keep cutting you off and making it hard. Like, what happened to the fact that you can't have it both ways?
I don't know.
Y'all
Well, it's freedom. Speech ain't free no more. Shit. Come with a cost.
Yeah. It come with an apology letter.
Excuse me. Yeah, you was talking about Dr. Dre's daughter.
Yeah. So I get what was confusing is they made it seem like he hadn't been in her life and wasn't really doing them and paying. Then all of a sudden he paying, but yet she hasn't received payments in 3 years and her kids are struggling, despite the 3 jobs she's holding down. And in a way, it's kind of complicated to speak on it because it seems like there's a lot going on there. But from a very basic level, I would say, as a grown woman with children, I don't know why I think she has 3 kids that are staying with friends. Where is, yes, I'm talking about Dr. Dre. That's right, Trey. What's going on, Trey? Where are the father or fathers of those children? Number one. So here we are. We have made a few poor decisions on who we were mating with, right? And brought kids onto the planet. Okay. And 2, what do her daddy have to do with what she's doing? She's a grown woman. So, and if there's some stuff going on in the background that we aren't privy to, like he wasn't the father he should have been, and she's carrying that forward. Hey, this is my jam. Now she can play this, but my bad.
That's ghetto as fuck, dog.
This the jam. But yeah, so anyway, if there's some things going on in the background that she's carrying with her that she has not dealt with, she has not been counseled with or laid to rest, then maybe I can kind of see what's going on there with her issue. But she rents a car $2,300 a month. Child. See, but what we have already said, again, she makes bad decisions. We can tell by the kids having to be with her friends and not their father or fathers. I don't want to make an assumption. I don't know if she has one child father or a couple. I don't want to assume. So her renting a car for $2,300 a month, that's another bad decision. It doesn't shock me. But to me, if you living out your car at this point, you can literally pick up and go because you living out your car. You ain't got that much shit in that bitch. So at this point, you need to find a state because California is high as hell. I went to visit and I was ready to go home. I said, shit, I'm ready to catch the flight because they tripping. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay to park at the shopping mall. I don't even understand. I got to go, you know. So I felt like that at Cali. So what she needs to do, or what I would do is move to a state that's affordable, that I can afford with my children, you know, or more affordable because it's high as hell around these parts. It's high as hell everywhere, but I'm pretty sure that she could do better than California. So
I don't give a fuck where they live. Them motherfuckers could live where she can damn near live for free, and you too old to be dependent on your daddy. Like, you fucking 38. At this point, when are you gonna grow the fuck up and you have kids? One thing too is I had to put my glasses back on. For sure, okay, she got kids. I don't know how many, like you said, but at the end of the day, you become your kids' role models. So you want to be able to, your kids see whatever, boom. So if your kids see your daddy taking care of you, how you gonna take care of them? Because, bitch, obviously you ain't got the money. So what are you doing this for? Like, when are we as adults gonna wake the fuck up and stop depending on our parents, period? It's good if we have parents that's willing to go the extra mile and pay a few bills and do this and do that. Okay, you just got good parents. But when you're an adult, that's not their responsibility, especially 38. Like, dog, like, you 38 talking about it's this man's responsibility. That's just like Lamar Odom's ex-wife. Like, these women literally will leech off these men or use kids to leech off these men because of their decisions and how much money they got or whatever. Like, no, sis, okay, that's not his responsibility, especially if you got men in your life. Like, what man gonna sit back and take care of a woman who with another man? So what do y'all expect for him to take care of you and him and y'all kids? That's crazy. No, you gotta at some point wake the fuck up. It's not everybody's responsibility when you're an adult to take care of you. Once you hit an age and you should really be standing on your own 2 feet, it's your turn to stand on your own 2 feet. No, I'm not going to say 18 because as a teenager, anything that ends in teen, you still young and you still dumb. And even in your 20s, sometimes, okay, cool, it's still good to stay up under your parent wing. But at 38, no.
And at this point, homie, you but see, it be shit like that that make me try. I really ask myself, why are we even reading about this?
Right.
You know, like, and that's my issue. We live in a world where that's a fucking headline. Somebody's decisions and refusal to grow up. Like, what the fuck do that got to do with me and you? And what do are y'all asking for donations from us? Like, let us know what our part is, because unless we helping, what do we need to know about this shit? I don't need to know about that shit.
And then his ex-wife just get all this kind of money. Is that the girl mama? Because you can get money from her. Like, I don't know. I hate that we as adults be feeling like it's other people's responsibility and jobs to take care of us. Even when we get in relationships, like some people get in relationships for like these parentship roles. It don't even really be to be the partner. It's because your ass need guidance or some shit. You need a daddy or you need a mother figure. Like, let's talk about that. Like, let's talk about people who literally can't be aside from their partner and stand on their own 2 feet. Like, be a fucking adult and do what you gotta do for you. Sometimes we gotta wake the fuck up. Like, I hate that. And two, it's our culture most of the time. You don't read about that shit from other cultures because these kids either be having trust funds or they have fucking jobs.
And then too, they not gonna put their shit out anyway. Real shit.
Right.
They start stuff out front. So
you 38 talking about my daddy ain't taking care of me. Like, okay, bitch, I'm 33 and my daddy ain't taking care of me either. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you're putting this shit out for normal people like you and I. Like, you want, what are you, like you said, you want us to start a GoFundMe?
But what I'm saying is, we got to, and I mean, I at one time I have some decisions I made, like all of us, that weren't the best decisions. But at some point, you gotta wake up and just be like, I gotta stop doing dumb shit.
Something's gotta give.
And the fact that you have, I'm not saying these men should be cashing you out. That's not what I'm saying. But the fact that the kids are with her friends and not their dads at the very
It
least.
speaks volumes.
Yeah. Like, why they not like, okay, if you want to live in your car and do this ignorant ass protest, then fine, but my kids gonna come with me. You know what I'm saying? Because it sounds like she living in that bitch unnecessarily. 9 times out of 10, her priorities are messed up. And
Right.
she's not living like someone with sense. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So her staying in her fucking car is a choice.
Right. Because if at this point, if your daddy was doing something to take care of you at some point, what were you doing with the money? Like, where were the savings going? You know what I'm saying? Okay, she buying a $2,300 car, she paying a note on and all of that. But why in your head don't you think I got multiple kids? I need to save my money at some point. Like, this is not going to always be there.
Right. Right. I mean, think about, I mean, even at this point, if she had a $600 car note, I would even drive with that. And compared to what she paying now, like,
Right.
you got kids you got to provide for. I don't know, but again, here it is. We're privy to somebody else's bad decisions, and then you know what's crazy? Somebody will hear this very conversation and will have
And,
a lot.
and say we wrong. Yeah.
Of,
We run,
it,
and that's fine. I got a daughter. My daughter is not grown. She's young. She's young, and she's learning the responsibility to save her money for rainy days and shit like that, because that's something that's taught in the home as well. And sometimes we don't teach our kids those things. Hey, you get people hand them money. Oh, you got good grades. Here's $5, and then we let them go in the store and spend that damn $5 instead of learning to save. No, you're gonna save your money because you're not about to keep hitting me up for roadblocks and shit. So
right,
yeah, in my household, I teach my daughter to save. I teach her things that's going to carry her in her adult life. And I'm not saying everybody is doing it. Everybody should be doing it, but it's just you can have your opinion and say I'm wrong or right. But at 38, and half the people though that's gonna judge us and have an opinion about this comment
mm-hmm.
is probably 38 with a parent that's not about to take care of their ass either. They just got a chip on their shoulder and be mad. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I
Shit.
mean, you got. One thing I do understand is people wake up mad. There are some people that wake up
And
and
choose violence.
the day is to find some shit to be mad about. Like they got that on their itinerary. And I promise you it's probably number one on the list of their itinerary. So fuck that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You just for real.
Like,
You can't
about up until last year, she should have had money saved. She is 38. So
some of
last year she was 37. She should not be living in her car. She should at least have a house that's paid off by now. Something, not even if it's not a house, a condo, something, high rise apartment in the deluxe sky. I don't know. She should have something where she not living in her car and her kids are with her. Like, I don't know. I mean, as a regular person, I've had to make decisions. I ain't got no celebrity parents or none of that shit. And I've had to make decisions and do what I had to do, what was best for my child.
Yep.
So she can do it. It's people out there in California is way worse off without rich parents, and they out there making the way. So it's no excuse. It's really no excuse. I can see if this girl was young, like 18, 19, maybe up to 25 or something like that. But you too old. You too old to be wanting the world to turn against your father because he's not taking care of you.
Yeah.
Like she almost old enough to, in a few years, she could be knocking on grandma.
But see the problem
So
is she's one part of the problem, but the other component of the other component to this is the people on the receiving end of this information actually have some negative stuff to say about Dr. Dre in that regard. Like
right,
that's the crazy part. And this is how
right,
you know we as a society we are becoming delusional and we're on the brink of insanity because that's just I mean that really has nothing to do with me. And at the end of the day, like
why is this news?
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean I could understand more to him part of roughing chicks up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you're saving lives. You're letting people know that, you know, this man is not wrapped too tight and you might miss a few teeth. Maybe even an eye. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with him, allegedly. So, if allegedly that's the case, then anybody that messes with him and ends up in that situation after listening to Michelle A and other ones, if they end up getting with him and these things happen, um, we don't we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but you know, there's information out there, and you've got to be paying attention. You know, you gotta watch. You gotta have your eye.
Trey, that's social media. What's been going on recently is social media has opened the door to a lot of these people's personal lives. Now they tweet, or they have people who tweet and all of this. So now we as normal people are, you know, open to these people's lives. And now we have comments. We can all make comments and everything because of social media. If we went back to the time when, you know, there was no social media, you know what I'm saying? Or even like little social media, like MySpace and stuff, where you really didn't have this much exposure to people, it might be different. But when you realize, like, look at times versus, well, I'm not sure how old you are, but me, I'm in my early 30s. I know I look good, right? But when I was young, we had house phones and shit. Like, legit would tie up the line kind of house phones and all the rest of that. So you don't see people make calls anymore, even from cell phones. Like, we are from such a digital messaging world where even myself, I prefer for a person to text me. You know, only can I hold a conversation with the people that I really consider friend and they're near and dear to my heart. Will I really have a phone conversation for more than 5 or 10 minutes? Social media has allowed us to be able to look and see, oh, so-and-so made a status, they good. When deep down inside, that motherfucker probably got a knife to their wrist. You don't know. And we are disconnected but connected. And it's just fucked up. I wish we could go back to life the way it was, because so many people are in competition with people they don't know, people that don't give a fuck about them. So many people see people with these fake happy statuses that portray something that's really not. And then we look at that and be like, oh, I wish we had that for ourselves. And then we go after it trying to get it. And then boom, it's never going to happen.
Man.
Yes, it has. It really has.
No.
It's fucked up too, because I'm trying to get back to a day where I can like literally reach out to my family and just check on them. Like, it's me. It's not them. It's me. I need to be better at doing that. But I literally will see you put a status up and be like, oh, she good. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's where we have become. That's what it's become. But they could shut all of this down, as far as I'm concerned, because it is just a lot that come with this, and it's a lot of harms that come with this thing. I mean, what's her face? John Legend's wife, the one she's always got. She said she gonna stay out of stuff from now on because she went into a depression because people were trying to cancel her over something that went down years and years ago.
Right.
That is crazy.
Yeah, everyone, especially nowadays, is super defensive. Me, like I told you before, when I get on social media, I'm just a scroller. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. Shit, when shit do apply, it still fly. I sometimes have to go back up and like people's posts. Like, oh shit, I think I forgot to even double tap. Like, I don't know. I think I just really probably don't give a fuck. Like, well, I might be old enough to just not even want to comment, because then people get to arguing with you. When I made that one video, that girl told me, I'm going to get this video taken down. Like,
you ain't even.
Okay. Like, good luck.
You talk about what's going on in sports. Like, what?
Get you mad. Like, okay, good luck. Like, social media at this point is not paying my bills. By all means, do you. Like, no.
But at the same time, too, that same girl, it ain't like she really trying to come to Sha'Carri's defense either. She just tripping to be tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Because we got to wake up and find something to be mad about.
Got to.
And then people, you know, as Black people, we should just encourage everybody, no matter what. When you wrong, you gotta be right because we gotta stick together as a culture. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. And if I'm wrong, call me out. Hell, that's what's wrong with criticism. That's how you grow.
Yeah.
People don't like to be told that they was wrong, or people don't like to hear a different opinion from theirs instead of just saying, oh, okay, well, I see how you could think that way. It's an argument. Oh, well, you got to think this way or my way is no. Shit, just calm down.
Yeah, I mean, that's real.
You
know what I'm saying? That's real. I don't get it. Today, you know what's really crazy? It's one thing, I knew that these women was crazy, right? And that's funny because, you know, I've been told I think different and I'm different than most women all my life. But doing these videos that I've been doing lately, like really going in, like I would talk about this stuff before, but I've really been making the effort to really keep. People be so fucking mad.
For no reason.
And it's just like, and it's crazy because these chicks come out the woodwork with the dumbest arguments. They just come out with anything. They want to find anything. It could be a piece of lint on the bottom of your shoe. They looking for that shit just so they could disprove you. And it's like, oh, you don't have shit going on in your life right now. And I'm talking about it's something this, and it be the same chicks. When you still commenting on a post 3 days later, and you commented on it the first day it came out, wow. That's all I got to say. 3 days later, you still jaw jacking on that post, going back and forth with motherfuckers. I'm talking about 7 hours went by, and you still on the same post talking shit about.
To me, like, and to be honest, and I would never like write this on no post or whatever, but just for this live purposes, I do have a few degrees. I have been to school and I know the ins and out of this media shit, regardless if it seems like it from the way I may talk or whatever or not. I don't give a fuck what you put on this video. You could call me a black piece of shit. The mere fact that you put that comment on there, I appreciate you. Thank you. You have put me ahead so that somebody else that doesn't follow me could see this. So you want to argue with me? Yes, please tell me I'm wrong. You hate me. I'm a black piece of shit. I'm never going to succeed because the more you watch my shit and hate me, the better it makes me look for the algorithm. So I accept all of it. The love, the hate, any bit of part of you viewed my video. And not only did you view it, but you commented on that bitch. Thank you.
Right. So, I mean, them 3-day arguers on one post, they really do help your analytics. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
You need a couple of them motherfuckers. You need an army of them to just sit up and argue on your page for 3 fucking straight. You're shooting up like, dog.
Yeah, the haters will make me famous for sure.
Yeah.
PR, any kind of press, good or bad press is press. Like, back to the baby thing from in our first video. People talking about this bag that he's losing or he's missing. First off, we're going to be just honest about the way this music business, especially on his level, work. Yeah, he been dropped from 4 festivals, but he's already got a fucking non-refundable deposit to do these festivals. So if you drop me or not, I was paid anyway. Did I get paid all the money that I was supposed to make? No, but I'm paid. And now, as we mentioned, all of these organizations that want to reach out to him and educate him and all the rest of this shit, all this is going to do is open the door for him to start partnering with these LGBT shits, and that's gonna put more dollars in his pocket later on down the line. Like, we from such a cancel culture and shit, like we don't think about how this shit work. Like, no, he really don't give a fuck. No, he's not humble. Hopefully this teaches him and it humbles him. But as much as his name stay in the press and as much as he continue to be out there in the media, that keeps him relevant.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you gotta cut your shit out. Cut it out.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. And people don't
Negative press is not always bad press. Just to let y'all know.
see you coming, you approaching the whole thing at logic. Because if these people that were logical, the way that they talking on your post, if they were logical, they wouldn't comment on your post because they don't want to see you win anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they they don't want your message to be heard. And for your message to be heard, you have to be winning for some point. People have to be watching you.
Right.
You know, so the fact that they don't even get that concept to just stay off the shit, it show you they ain't rap tight. So whatever. Shout out to the unwrap type. The unwrap motherfucker. Shout out to him.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Yeah, that catch me outside, girl. She getting so much hate though, talking about the cultural appropriation shit. Like at this point, like you said, any press is press. Still, I
I
don't
don't
know. I just
know.
need
Too
people
young
to.
to be in the media like that though. Like I feel like they put the spotlight on her too early. They kind of made her grow up. She was already out of pocket, but I just feel like they made her, you know, she doing too much.
Hey, Shay Hollis.
What happened to that other girl? It was a blonde chick, and people used to think like she was slightly delayed. Hey Shay, they were saying that she was slightly delayed. I'm not too sure she is. Her name is Woe Vicky. That's her name, Woe Vicky. What happened to her?
Oh, I don't know who that is. Damn, not the sirens in the background.
Yes, honey. You know, just like we got Nicki Minaj, Cardi, and Megan Thee Stallion. They got Woe Vicky and Cash Me Outside and some
Mariah Lynn.
look and Takashi 6ix9ine. Shit, it's all the same shit. Listen, now I don't mean to talk shit,
You don't?
but what the fuck is going on with Takashi and that press on beard? I'm gonna have to be petty for a little bit.
Press on beer.
Yeah, like you stay off the internet since yeah, you don't really be on this boy. I noticed that. Why he got that press? You think he got it from Sally's Beauty Supply? Why he got that press on beard like that?
Maybe he want to look older. Maybe he want to be an older boy. I mean, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't see. The thing is, if I don't know these artists, I really do not follow them. So I don't even know if I've seen him with that beard. Like, I don't know.
You look at Shade Room just like I do. You didn't see that fool with that press on.
I really scroll past that shit. Like, if it's nothing that will interest me, because half the time I look at the Shade Room and I be looking at the like titles to see if I really want to read the comments, because the comments is what gets me. Them posts, I don't be, so I don't really care about Tekashi 6ix9ine, so it would never have been like, let me see what people in the comments are saying about him. You know what I'm saying? So I could look right quick, but I feel like these men today are saying if these women can wear their lace fronts, we can wear ours too. Yes, that beard weave, because and they make it.
I'm not
making it for?
He can have the extension. But all I'm saying is make it make sense. Like that shit look like a Party City beard. Like remember Lil Rascals?
Yeah, the wigs be looking Party City. Shit.
Yeah, I mean true, but remember Lil Rascals went into that bank and
that shit fell off?
Yeah. That's he got that bullshit on. Like stop playing.
You know that guy Hey Tony on TV who be doing the administrator videos? How your administrator in high school be?
The dark skinned man?
He's kind of like brown skin, yeah.
Okay.
And he do the coach, how coaches be, and the coach got the fake beard, and that bitch fall off every time in his videos. Like, that is the funniest fucking shit to me. Like, between Jason Banks, Tony on TV, and not Carlton Banks, like, they videos every day. I look forward to when I see that shit on my timeline, because they are something.
I like when Delicious do
Do
Jason.
Jason Banks, yes, she
Yeah,
do. She do them best. She
yeah.
recreates them best.
I like the way she do them. She be having me dying. I say that. Who would have known that Delicious was that crazy?
Or
Ooh,
could act.
yeah, she got a
We
hit.
know she could act. Hell, she acted her way to Flavor of Love to her fucking
Had,
celebrity lifestyle.
had to.
Cause ain't nobody saying shit. And this motherfucker who looked like a fucking piece of black licorice
You stupid.
with a clock
They,
on.
remember they was calling him and Boosie brothers or something, or the same person
The
or something.
same, and Boosie was mad. Boosie was mad as fuck. Like, stop saying I look like this motherfucker. When really you do, the
Yeah.
difference between the two is Flav look like licorice and Boosie look like leather. Like, you better sit your ass down somewhere.
If
Shit.
Boosie put on a big ass clock and some crazy ass hair, you even wouldn't know the difference.
The fact that they brought that man mama on the show and he looked just like his mama.
Who's?
Flavor of Love. Remember when that girl cooked that raw chicken in the microwave for his mama? Shit. Remember, Flavor of Love really was our first reality TV show. I mean, the of love shit, because they had like real, the real world and shit like that. But Flavor of Love, I think, was really our first taste of ghetto ass reality TV.
Oh, and I'm embarrassed to admit that I watched the Ray J one.
Ray J.
Ray J finds love or
Oh,
finding
I
love.
mean, I watched it too, but I can't think of the name of the show now that you say that. Yeah. I watched all of them. The New York one, the Chance one. Yeah, I watched the Ray J one too.
Okay, so I got something to admit, and maybe it's just me. And this was really no shot at Tiffany Pollard. I'm really serious when I say this. Like, people be in the comments cheering her on, like she the queen of reality TV and all that shit. She started this shit, which is not really true, because that would actually be Tammy Roman, because Tammy Roman was a motherfucker on Real World. Now, it
But
might
the thing is, nobody knew Tammy Roman until Basketball Wives. So you really got to give it to New York. When I think when they say that, it's like she is the person who brought that ratchetness to reality TV. Like,
no.
before her, you did not have that shit on TV. Yeah, Tammy was on the Real World, but she was not Tammy from Basketball Wives.
Okay, all right. Well, I give you that one, but I mean, they be in there championing her on, and okay, so let's say that's facts, right? But I think sometimes we just celebrate things that's not.
I just feel like it's the ratchet TV part. Because to be honest, who knew Tammy before Basketball Wives?
Yeah, I did.
Right,
And then
right.
Evelyn
We
had
only know that shit because they said it on Basketball Wives. Because I still be like, she was on the Real World.
know what was crazy when she was looking at Evan like, ain't a motherfucker around that didn't know I was with Kenny. And
Bitch, we didn't even know you.
Evelyn was like, you're not motherfucking factor, bitch.
And then made them t-shirts. Now she was selling, profiting off that shit.
She
Shit.
said, Tammy. No, she said, Evelyn, I really don't want you to sell them t-shirts. Okay, well, send me a cease and desist. Because I got my t-shirts made and I want to sell them.
Right.
Evelyn, don't sell them t-shirts. I mean, look here, Tammy. Send me a cease and desist, okay? Because I'm going to sell them. Girl, they crazy. This is America. You hear me? That's one
Oh,
thing.
let me tell you this.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
this is so messy. Oh my God. I
And
should
it's
have
on live?
off of live. I don't know how to clean this up.
How? Don't nobody know what the fuck you talking about?
They will if I talk about it. You can
Moonwalk right the
easily Google the bowl. But remember when I was telling you about that situation on the Real Housewives of Atlanta with that person I had knew from that situation?
Yeah.
So not this motherfucker was on a live with my daughter godmama yesterday, right? Now he plugged in the show. Bitch, this is my name, so and so and so and so. And yeah, I had a quick spurt on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, what? So you really just did this for TV? Like, I literally forgot because I wanted to call her, like, and be like, you know what? You really should not do business with this person. Like, I just would not.
You know what? At this point, I'm really starting to become terrified, honey, because the stuff that we find important is really something.
Dog, when I said, so you plugged in reality TV about the Lord's work? You know what? At this point, it be people like that who really makes it difficult when you out here trying to depend on people or trust people when they call themselves doing the Lord's work. It'd be like people today be like, oh, I'm going to pray for you. No, thank you. Like, I don't need everybody prayers. I'm good. Like, no, you know what, good sis? I'm going to pray for you. Because, no. Like, the fuck is this about?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's it about for me. It's been a joke for me for a long time, so I ain't even tripping on what it said and what's not, because I know all y'all is a lie. We might as well call you the devil, because you a lie. Shit. So I ain't even worried about it, honey. I don't expect nothing more and nothing less. That's for real, honey. What
I don't like that though. Like we can't be out here and doing shit. That's just like on Love and Hip Hop. And Real Housewives of Atlanta. Really, they like we don't do this for TV. When it was all that Breonna Taylor marching and stuff, we not doing this for TV. We not doing this for TV. But then it shows up on TV like,
wait a minute.
That's not a good look.
No, I got a question. Now maybe it's just me. Let me know if I'm reaching here, but not revving the engine up, baby. Shit, what we about to fuck something up over there? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so with Rashida and what's his face? 3 earrings. With they storyline, Kurt, yes. Kurt got hair now and shit. I was like, oh, okay.
I know, is that a lace front?
I don't know. You know, it's so much sorcery these days. I don't even try to figure it out. It's his hair. He paid for it. So with they storyline, are they softly trying to insinuate that her sister is a fiend or addict? Like, are they trying to like dance around it but insinuate she might have a little problem?
I didn't think they was dancing around it. Didn't she say her sister was on drugs?
I don't think so. I think we assuming that shit.
Oh well.
Nigga, look.
If it walks like an addict and talks like an addict, it's a fucking addict.
No. What made me kind of question it, and I'm not trying to be funny because
Rashida on Love and Hip Hop, her sister.
I'm not trying to be funny because you know that's a real demon to battle, and I understand that. Like I'm not making light of it in that regard, but to really keep it a buck though, when her sister start crying, it's something about when addicts cry. Like it say addict. It's like they all got that same cry.
Because like, it's a cry with no tears.
No, they be up too. It's like lights, camera, action. Like they got that shit, don't they? And then what's
her mama? Her mama was like, suck them fucking tears up. Right. Get the fuck out of here with them fucking tears. I'm like, damn, Miss Shirley. Shit. She didn't mean to cry. Shit.
Wait a minute. Listen. What's funny is and then Rashida's a beautiful woman. Only thing that kind of threw me about her was her criticism of K. Michelle in that situation. That is what made me side-eye her. But outside of that, I don't have no real reason to side-eye her. But Rashida really confuses me. You know, it's like...
Did you see this last episode with Sierra Glamshot and her sisters?
That's so ghetto.
Dog, like... I miss my relationship with my sisters. But then you get at the table like, yeah, bitch, I put you out the shop. You ain't want to pay booth rent. And don't forget who got you your BBL. And give me back my Rolex. Like,
all of that was very ghetto.
I was like, damn.
So listen, I don't remember Sierra like being slow. Like, okay, I'm trying to choose my words because I don't want people to think I'm like trying to talk shit. I'm really not. I'm really not. But I didn't. When Sierra first came on the show, right? I don't remember her having this whole like I'm slow or I don't get it mind frame. Then it's like she got surgery and all of a sudden she started playing like a bimbo, like she don't know what the fuck be going on. Is is that just is they putting some bimbo juice in them fucking surgeries? You think that's what it is? They pumping bimbo juice in their lips and ass and shit. What is going on? Like what's
I don't
happening?
know, but this is off topic, but on topic. Dog, why
It's
I saw on Crime in the D News how this girl was talking about her flight was stuck in Miami and she was already down there for 2 weeks because of her surgery. And she was flying Spirit and something like, not y'all flying Spirit to go get these BBLs. Whatever. However I gotta get there, I'm gonna get this fucking surgery. Ah!
dog. She went and got
Them
her to.
surgeries is so popular today.
It's a
But I'm not gonna give me no BBL, but I am gonna give me some plastic surgery, baby.
yeah. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna get my stomach done. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But see, I'm bold enough to say it because listen, I don't want to tuck no skin in my pants. Fuck that. I want that shit gone. So, shout out to my sisters that gotta tuck their stomachs that done had some babies. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. Yeah. I'm gonna get lifted up here and snipped and tucked on, and that's it. I'm not getting no BBL. No, I do some squats. I was I was born. Our family got enough thickness, honey. I gotta watch to keep the weight off. So thickness ain't a problem. I don't need nobody to inject shit in me. I'm good. That
Mm-mm.
at this point you're gonna get cussed out. Don't give me no more fat. But yeah,
I'm off of plastic surgery too.
but what
I'm gonna
I'm
give
not
me some titties.
is your ass looking like jigsaw. Like these motherfuckers coming out looking like jigsaw. And I'm starting to really think that do they all go to the same surgeon?
There's
Because
only a few of them. Not
uh,
that meme the other day said these surgeons are tired. I can tell from y'all results. Did you see that shit? I fucking screamed. I said, not your results. Not get a motherfucking surgeon a break. I just choked on this fruity.
baby, can I tell you something? I knew when I watched Tazo Illy crying from that bed. I really began to mourn for the state of America. I knew it was then that we had gone awry. I knew it was then that there was a strong cry for help. And I knew that we could possibly be past the point of no return because this young woman nearly lost her life to
For
receive a
plastic surgery.
botched job.
Another botched job. Because
You
she was already botched.
was she getting that shit from Big Lots? They doing surgeries in the back. What is going on? Now you not gonna keep disturbing my shit. Sorry.
I don't know. My mama had plastic surgery. This was before the BBL though.
Mm-hmm.
And her first set of titties was so fucked up. These motherfucking titties was so lopsided, y'all. Like,
I know
one
you.
of them was still kind of droopy. She had to get her titties done twice, to be honest. So that was really what kept me away from plastic surgery at first. I was like, I can't do this. But as I get older, I got to give my man something to look at. And these little ass titties is diminishing. Maybe I should start watering them or something. Like, set these motherfuckers in some growth plant oil or some shit.
But what if they doing that shit with hopes you'll come back to them so they can readjust it and double charge you? I don't put nothing past these people too.
I don't know, but who want to be out here walking around with lopsided titties? My thing, though, is even if these people ain't going to the same surgeon, They fucking surgeons definitely is going to the same school because everybody's body look alike. Like you can literally tell who's had surgery. It's only very few people that walk around and it's questionable. Other than that, you can like, oh, that's not her ass. Like they just all look alike. Like I don't know. Send me to that class because at this point, I need to take a class and maximize on something. Because I do. Because they have basement surgeons. I'll be a basement surgeon. How do you get the fucking license?
So what about this? So Queen Naija had a picture of her before her BBL and after. Somebody was in the comments talking about most of y'all talking shit is the ones that had her before. What's nothing wrong with her before rear end?
Yeah.
Her rear end. This is how delusional we are, though. We think something's wrong with that. It was nothing.
Nothing, but no, that's how delusional she is because nothing was wrong with her, but she chose to go out and get surgery to have this image, this idea of beauty. It's not us, it's her. Had she never went and got the surgery, people would have never had nothing to talk about. So to me, when I saw that side by side and her saying, oh, what people were saying, and I didn't, what she say, I didn't need, it's not that much difference or blah, blah, blah. So why would you go out and get it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
big difference. And it's,
I don't know. That shit to me though, like people want to walk around with this manufactured ass and look like such when they really can go do squats. You know, you could get a good ass, a good perky ass if you just do a lot of shit that's gonna perk your ass up. The point I'm making though is some of these bitches gonna be 90 and they ass gonna still look like that. It's gonna sink and fall and be in the middle of their legs sitting straight the fuck up. Like that's not, are we not thinking about the future here?
honey,
You know, all for this idea or this image of beauty. Then what be funny to me is a lot of these women get with men who only like them for their body. Men treat them like fucking dog shit. And then these same men that they lust after go after natural women. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Kanye West. All that fucking lusting over Kim Kardashian to go find the most stickly model he could find in fucking Paris. Look at these men on a regular level. These motherfuckers, baby mamas, look like the bottom of your fucking shoe. But they only want to take pictures with these Instagram models.
but all I could say is we are living in the time of the Rubik's Cube because don't none of this shit make sense.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy because, you know, when you walking around here looking like an oversized ant, that ain't cute.
It's not cute. It's not. And everybody look the same. It's not like,
Yeah.
there's no comparison. I think I'm going to just go ahead to one of these motherfucking body sculpting people and get that laser, that shit where they sculpt your body.
Mm.
Burn that little fat off. Shit.
Yeah, that laser.
I need to go somewhere and get some titties.
That laser. That what I need.
We talking about ass and titties.
What I need is I need a cut, tuck, and a blessing, and then I'm gonna be all right. Yep.
Listen.
Yes, honey, a blessing. And the blessing part come with something, you know, something big. You know, I see it being all paid for, not out of my pocket. Shit, that's the blessing I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. But yeah, you know, they going around here, they looking like ants. The ant nation when ants take over. And this shit is crazy. And for what? And for what?
To look good so people can want them for whatever reason. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the reason for the weave all the way down to the floor? What's the reason for that?
I don't know.
I mean, because I wanted to know when I first seen Nicki Minaj do it, and then I noticed Cardi do it. You know, it's a trend. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion has done it yet, but when I noticed the hair all the way down to the floor, I was trying to figure out what is that about. What do you take from that? Like, what's the symbolism behind this? I mean, because to me, it just seems problematic to shower. It seems problematic to use.
Use the bathroom.
It just seems like a problematic hairdo. So what I'm saying is, if it isn't practical, I typically don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I've had longer nails than this. They've never been like Cardi B or nothing like that, but they've been longer. But I really prefer this length because it's manageable. I can type, I can text.
I love my long nails.
I probably have had mine about that long, but I'm talking about these ignorant ass Eddie Scissorhand. You know, some of this stuff is just so impractical. You know what I'm saying? And it's costly too.
Marco nails be so long. My God.
Who?
Marco. His nails is like twice my size.
Marco is crazy.
Thank you.
Marco is crazy. Yes, some women do love doing the most. And listen, that Santana dude, his nails
yeah.
people, you know, he be having them long nails, don't he?
Yeah, you see Bobby Lights come back to social media yesterday? That orange top was cute.
What happened to Bobby Lights?
They Instagram is taking their pages down. Or they saying they was hacked or something, but he just got his page back. That's why he was saying I'm back.
So my question is, what are they doing? Like, they're taking people's pages away and putting it back. Like, what is the reasoning behind all of this?
Mm-hmm.
No one is.
I think it's the influence they have on social media.
You say what, honey?
I said I think it's the influence that they have on social media.
Yeah, but it's a lot of shit out here that's influential that they're not worried about. So why are they worried about him?
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I just know a lot of people have been complaining here recently about Instagram blocking them being live, what they post, stories, all kind of shit. Oh, and that's what I think it is too. People is reporting these people pages.
I mean, I've been blocked, and I had that one post taken down, muted on TikTok for harassment and bullying. Me responding to that one chick that did a video of me. I got the harassment and bullying thing, and it was taken out. That was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Instagram. Now, Instagram just gave me back the privileges of black music. Because remember, I told you I couldn't get no black artists. It was all white artists in my stories. They just gave it back. I had sent them a message, and they gave it back. You know, just random shit. Can't go live. I don't know what that's about. They fucking with me. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Because who hating on the music, though?
Right. And how they even know? That's weird.
But it seemed like somebody did jump in my story one day and was trying to start shit.
But also, just like your live video just abruptly ended earlier.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
What is it about? Right.
Yeah.
It make you wonder, though.
I don't know. That shit ain't happened to me yet, but it probably will start.
Let me see. I don't know, though. It might. It's a strong possibility, but you a little bit more safe
energy
of sports.
Right. Well, that girl was mad, though. People got on there and was mad, but then you get people on there that defends, you know, what I'm saying as well. I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck. Like, at this point, if you comment and disagree with what I say, actually, dialogue is good. So maybe you can say something that shows me a different point of view, and then, okay, I can see it from your point of view. Even if you don't agree with what I say, I'm not going to go back and forth with a person. If you clearly disagree with what I'm saying and we just sitting here arguing, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
But I will literally talk back to people, but I'm just fine with you commenting on my shit and telling me, like I said, I'm a piece of shit. Hell, thanks. I'm a happy piece of shit because I got a comment. So that just makes my algorithm look good.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking much. Yeah, they don't get that shit, man. They don't get that shit. I mean, that TikTok is going crazy. Gary Vee said, do TikTok. And I'm like, damn, I ain't really trying to fuck with this TikTok app. You know, that's one more app to manage. But one thing about it is it's working. You know, people are hearing what I have to say. That's cool. But I'm at 9,000, over 9,000 followers.
That's good.
But it's crazy because it only took maybe a month. If it took
I
that,
probably got like 3 followers on TikTok. So y'all follow me on TikTok.
I
That's
mean,
what it be.
if you start saying some shit to piss people off, they'll start following. People be like, I hate her. I gotta follow. So I can harass the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's about control. They letting everyone know that regardless of followers, they are in control. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Because you really don't even have to have a lot of followers to get your point across from what I'm learning about the algorithm. Because if you use the right hashtags, people going to see your shit anyway. Because you
Right.
can
But
have all the followers in the world and have 14 likes. That's what be crazy.
yeah. Yeah, that TikTok going, I mean, videos on there for me going crazy. This Instagram is slow. Instagram is a slow roll. Even and the reels are fast, and even the reels are a slow roll in comparison to what TikTok do. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
do way better on Instagram than I do on TikTok. So I think it's the times and stuff for me taking my class and realizing like what's a good time to post. But I do a lot better on Instagram than I do on TikTok. It'll be the same videos.
because maybe more people on this app want to hear about sports than TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I think people on TikTok, they either trying to dance or be messy.
Yeah. Or teach you how to cook.
But I wonder what that Triller be like though. I gotta watch.
Eat that loud ass pickle.
Sorry, y'all. I keep yawning. It's getting close to my bed. Ever since I was a kid, I get sleepy by 10:30, so I start yawning. Well, the closer I get, the more I yawn. But I got to see that versus battle because I missed it,
That
and it's
shit
really
was
good.
so good. That I loved it.
But be careful because that 9,000 will drop to 7,000 because 2,000 was just interested in your looks. That's fine. I mean, it ain't that serious.
So people really follow you then unfollow you?
Yeah, people do that. They do that on here.
Oh, I don't even be paying attention to that shit.
They do that a big deal on here. Oh, Instagram crazy with that shit. They crazy with that shit. You will be going up, 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 and all of a sudden your followers start going away and going away and going away and go. Because you got to realize people are petty as hell and they feel like they treat followers like it's currency or something. So they unfollow people like that means some shit or it's hurting them to follow them in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So they unfollow people and shit like that. Because there's always somebody else talking. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I should show my ass on Instagram a little bit more.
No,
In
don't.
between my sports videos. And I get some followers.
Oh my God! One of these bugs just jumped in this salad.
Oh.
It's done. It's cool. I was done with it anyway. But dog, like you just gonna get in my shit, and it looked like the motherfucker is eating. Dog, he need to put some money on this table right here. I'm at. You want to eat my shit? But yeah, I mean, if they follow and unfollow, if they following just to look at me for 72 hours and unfollow, oh well, shit. I ain't about to worry about that. I can't.
Yeah, show a little ass. I'm gonna make some twerking videos. Get
Because
my followers up.
when it's when it's time for my message to be heard, because the point of it is to really help people. My whole mission is to help people. When it's time, then it's gonna work out. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't worry about this shit here. I can't. I'm doing my part.
Right.
Doing my part.
And that's all that fucking matters.
And when you really realize how crazy people are, the less offended you get. People ain't in their right mind. Shit, they really taking following and unfollowing serious. You know how many people I might be over and I don't unfollow? Yeah, I could. Well, me constantly putting up content is not an issue. That's
I
never
think
been.
about me. Cause you know, I don't got time. I ain't even when I just went out of town, like I didn't take a lot of pictures. I literally just be trying to enjoy the moment. Um, I need to put up more content. I haven't put up any content. I did make a video today. I mean, put up some pictures of my family from out of town, but I haven't did anything sports related since the draft last week. I mean, I know I said I was not gonna do a show, but I did do a show last week, and I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. So I'm still doing my show, but it's just I don't know. I think I need to really get over the hump of not giving a fuck. Like it's really just I don't know if I just really care that much. Like if this was my absolute job where I was getting a check for it, then I'll be all for it. But the fact that this really is like leisure to me, I don't know. I
You
just
gotta work it like you're getting a check if you want it to grow. Because it really becomes either shit or get off the pot with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so much out here. Yours is probably a little bit better because, like I said, a lot of
but
people
it's
aren't.
not better though, because a lot of people, like men are interested in sports, but men are not interested in my portion of sports. And then you got women who, when I try to explain to them what it's about, they still say, well, I don't really like sports. So it's a catch-22. You know, what you do is more easy because you're talking about more entertainment shit people care about or know about. So it's like I have videos, as you can see, it's hit or miss. Some of my videos will get 200 views. Some of them will get 12,000 views. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to put this video up. I know I'm going to get it. I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe one day I'll get there, like maybe after I take this class, but it's just, I don't know in my head if it's not that important to me or if I'm not just looking at it as a get rich quick thing. I'm going to take my time and just grow organically, you know.
No, I mean it's not. It's not about no get rich quick. I'm telling you, if it was strictly about the money for me, I wouldn't do it. Cause you gotta work this thing. Like people don't understand how much this. They don't understand. Like if they could look into my life and see how much this is, how much it consumes your life, they be like, "Nah, I ain't trying to do that shit."
I think that's where I'm at with it. Like, no, I'm not trying to do it. Like, I got a family, I got to cook, I got to clean. I have other shit to do than to be on Instagram trying to get people who really don't give a fuck anyway to be interested in me. Either you're going to like me or you not. And I know, I'm sorry, this piece of candy got stuck on my teeth, y'all. And I know it's probably, you know, more ways to get around it. Look, I've set aside time to do it like a job, but I don't have all day. And I don't feel like I should give people the right to feel like they have access to me all day. I also saw a post on social media the other day that talked about how accessible phones and social media has made people to us. And sometimes people will call your phone or text you and expect you to answer or get back to them right away. And that's not me. I'm not going to call your ass back if I missed your call in 2 seconds or your text. If I'm doing something, if I'm spending time with my family, that's just what I'm doing. These next, few days, my husband is off of work for the next couple weeks. So I typically don't have a lot of conversation with my friends and people around me or none of that because he's at work most of the time. So I want to spend time with my family. So I'm not going to take time away from what I'm doing on the outside to sit and talk to people on social media, and this shit does not bring any value to my life. So that's how I look at it. Yes, in the long run, this could help me grow my show, but if it doesn't, oh fucking well. Like, I can get a job. I've gone to school and got an education. It could move out of Michigan and be rich from what I've learned to do in school and the experience that I have at work. I started podcasting because I stopped working because of the pandemic. If this don't work out for me, I'm totally okay with that. But I'm not going to make social media my number one thing. Like I told y'all last week, I need a fucking break because this shit is tiresome. To get on here and talk to y'all once a week to try to figure out what to say to keep y'all motherfuckers interested is a lot. I do this, I do my own show and the show with you every other week. It's hard to go between doing this when this is just regular life shit. What we do on Shade and Shenanigans is regular life shit, but then my shit is about sports. So I had to make sports interesting and give it a twist to even do what I do, to know that it's going to be hard to reach other people because A, men are already knowledgeable and they don't give a fuck about real sports news if it ain't about a stat. And then women are hard-headed as fuck and don't want to listen because it's not even about stats. It's really about news and gossip, shit that women would be more interested in. But as soon as you tell them it's about sports, the first thing they be like was, I don't like sports. So it's really hard to reach people. And I'm not kissing nobody's ass for you to like me. Yeah, I'm going to do what I do because it's what I like to do. But sometimes I do need a break.
But understand, though, the more people see it, you have an audience. Somebody's going to like it. It's about consistency. It's about continuing to get in front of that audience. So I wouldn't get discouraged on that.
That's why I do my show. My show is consistent. Even though I said last week I wasn't doing the show last week, I still did a show last week. Even last week I told people on my show I'm not doing the show this week. I still have a show already prepped and done for tomorrow.
You didn't send me the show. You did episode 19?
Yeah, I did send it to you. I did a show last week. And I got a show for this week. So it's not that I'm not being consistent with my show. I'm just not about to jump on social media. Oh, I gotta create a reel. Oh, I gotta do this. Like, no. If you gonna follow me, you gonna follow me because you fuck with me. You like me. I'm not about to make people dictate how I get on social media or how much I do. Because then this is gonna become more important than my family. And unfortunately, my family is more important than anything that's not making me money.
And I totally agree with you. You're 100% right. But what I'm telling you is, you're right. But with this thing here, if you don't treat it like it is a job, it's just because people not.
But a job is 8 hours a day for some people. This shit requires more than a job. You got to be on this shit when you work and do this. And even when you're at work, you're on here. I don't have all day to dictate to be in here commenting and talking to motherfuckers who not doing shit. I got to get the fuck up and cook. I got to do all of this, and I still have to show prep. I don't have time to jump and say, oh, let me put out a reel or let me make some content for people I don't know if they going to do whatever. Somebody's trying to get in.
But that's why I be so fucking tired, though. Because I do. I still had to cook. I still had to go to work. I still get up 4 o'clock in the morning to go
I get what she's saying. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is I don't care to get there. It's some people out here that want this to be their job. Me, I'd rather work. I'm fine with getting a check and having my time. It depends on what you want in life. What she want is not what I want. I do this shit because it's a hobby, because it gives me something to do. I don't do this shit to grow and eventually make money, because that's not working for me. I'm going to do what works for me.
Okay.
I'm responding to the people in the comments.
I know, honey. I just I'm just saying I be extra tired with this shit. And because of that, there has been times that I wanted to quit, but I got a mission. I got a job to do, unfortunately. And I
But
got
that's your vision. This is what you always wanted to do.
yeah.
My vision for me is to be a sports journalist. I want to one day report from the sidelines of NFL. So I do my show and I continue to do my show so that could be a platform for me. It's not to bring people under me. It's not to whatever. The NFL doesn't take independent journalists. And maybe one day they would and I can be that. But until then, I would have to take what I do to show NFL Network, ESPN or something to do my dream job.
Yeah.
This has always been your dream. This is not my dream. This is just something I do to get me closer to what I want to do.
He's saying, can I join instead of talking shit in the comments? Yeah, hold on. To put my robe on. That's funny.
Do you get, I don't get join requests. Do you get them requests on your end?
I think so. I don't know. Yeah, they had to send a request.
Yeah, you got to send a request to join.
Hey, Shorty Love. Yeah, I mean, and to each his own. I mean, because it's very exhausting. I ain't gonna lie, it's very exhausting. I do everything, fucking everything. Send that episode again.
I'll send it to you when we get off the phone.
Okay, because I don't know why you ain't say shit. What the hell?
I sent it.
Okay, I got.
I posted it and everything. I did an episode. I just didn't do a real. I didn't care for all of that. I didn't really want to do the episode. I just did it because I'm so used to doing episodes. Like I'm supposed to be taking a mental break this week and next week. I did an episode ready, typed up, graphics, everything. And it's a bomb ass episode for tomorrow.
That's good.
It's exhausting, like you said.
Ooh, tomorrow Thursday?
Tomorrow is Thursday, honey. But next week for sure, I'm not doing no episode because I'm not about to pack my equipment up, take it to Atlanta. Even though I got an Airbnb, I don't want nobody breaking in my shit, stealing my stuff. So next week, I'm for sure not doing it because I'm not going to even be here.
I mean, you got a cell phone.
Yeah, but I'm not, I like the way I sound through my shit. I'm not recording off no.
No, that's okay, honey. I was just adding you because you had put a request in. Use the request I saw. I don't know if you did that by accident or whatever. But it's no biggie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming to Atlanta this week. I mean, I know I need to move out of Michigan to actually do what I want to do. It's nothing here for me. I'm not finding any jobs in my field because my resume shows that I have 2 master's degrees. So to these jobs, I'm super overqualified and they don't want to give me a job, which I got to move out of Michigan. Once my husband retired, we out. Shit.
Too.
Yeah.
It's wiggity whack, dog.
Yeah.
It is.
I gotta go. Like at this point, it's no point in me to have as much education as I have because I'll never get anywhere being in Michigan. Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you.
Studios.
Have a good night.
Girl, that's crazy. I gotta watch that versus battle. See, tomorrow now, I enjoy Wednesday because tomorrow, I enjoy Thursday because tomorrow I can sleep in a little bit instead of getting up to the gym at 4 a.m. And then I can go and ride my bike. I can ride my bike up to the high school, walk around the track 4 or 5 times, and ride my bike back home.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I'm tired. Listen, since I was a kid, my bedtime I get sleep around 10:30. I start being out like a light, so I start yawning up into there. It is what it is. Shit, you call this a reality show? A reality show on me on the fucking porch, baby.
Not reality.
How do you feel COVID coming back?
Shit, I don't know. I still be out. Hell, I just got back from Texas this weekend. As long as I put my mask on, for COVID can sit right next to me.
I didn't understand. Listen, I never thought it left. So
Right. That shit just showing back. I think all these festivals though, low key, is really irresponsible. Like, okay, people gonna do what they do, but you gonna have a festival where you having concerts of 200,000 people. Like, that just seems so. I don't know. I ain't going. Like, if I could, you could put that shit on YouTube. I'll watch it. I enjoy the versus battles, but anywhere I can go and have a mask, I'm definitely going out to eat. I'm gonna be pissed off if they do anything with these restaurants, because we went too long without being able to have a good, nice meal at a fucking restaurant. Shit. Yeah, these super spreading events. It's very, very irresponsible, especially right now. With the Delta variant. Like, I can see if it was just that same ass COVID strand. But they said it's this new strand that's killing folk. Like, don't have these concerts. And if you know you're going to be sick, just don't go. But people out there, shit. Now, to be honest, if Chris Brown was going to be accessible to me, probably here in Michigan, I don't think I'm going to buy a ticket to go to a super spreader event. But if he was going to be here somewhere in Michigan, I'm for sure going to risk it all. And that's what's fucked up to admit.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I get it, and to some degree, I definitely see where you're coming from. But the flu ain't never went nowhere, and this ain't gonna go nowhere either. Even if they get it managed, it's here to stay. So it's clear to me that the way that things are going, by the way that we're being told anyway, this is not going to go away anytime or become under control anytime soon. So at some point, life must go on. So we're at a standstill here. We're at a crossroads. What do? Do we continue to be in the house for 5 years and really go batshit crazy? Or do we start living life and realizing that,
I think people went crazy though because their needs and willingness to be out. Because the pandemic to me birthed a whole bunch of shit. Hella entrepreneurs, a whole bunch of people started businesses, started doing what they love and things like that. It taught people that you ain't got to be tied down to these fucking jobs and the rest of that shit. Now, for these people who's been irresponsible, y'all getting these stimulus checks and still ain't been paying y'all bills and y'all rent and shit, and depending on the government to do all of that, I don't have nothing for you. But for everybody else, I think the pandemic should just continue to teach people to think for themselves and, step outside their box. Like, do something different for themselves. Do what you love, because life is short. My thing with it is, even though the flu have been around, the flu have been around. Like, this COVID thing is new. So I feel like they're just trying to get it under control before we really have a normal existence, or learn how to exist in this new normal, should I say. This ain't new. Like, our parents weren't walking around and COVID-19 started and now it's just flaring back up. This is new for everybody. So
Whitney, honestly, they're not trying to get it under control, honey. If they were trying to get it under control by the way that they're putting things, they would have paid for us to sit at home for 6 months to a year straight without having to worry about bills or nothing.
What the Democrats was, though, Raquel, that's the Republicans. When Trump was ahead, when they was trying to do it like Canada, Trump said no. Even when they was trying to send out all these stimulus, Biden and them wanted to send more money. The Republican senators and the rest of the fucking Congress people are fighting it. So these are the people that people are voting in office that's basically saying, fuck you, sit on your ass and get nothing. So catch 22 here. We got to vote. We got to vote the right people in that's going to make the right decisions for us as a people.
Despite who it was, Democrats, Republicans, again, if they wanted to get it under control, everybody would be in a consensus. Everybody would be in agreement to make sure that all citizens are taken care of. They ain't got to worry about loans, car notes, utilities, bills, anything. There is no worry. They good. We just need y'all to sit at home. They don't want to. They want a
But
nice
you have a group of
death.
people trying and you have a group of people fighting against it, what's going to happen? It's not like they're not trying. If you have a group of people fighting it, it can't happen.
Yeah, but that's
And
all.
that's what's happening. We have Republican senators fighting against it. You got a group of people who don't even believe this virus is real until they're sick or their family is sick. And then boom, oh my God, we need to go get shots. So if you live in a world where, okay, you have some people, we in the pandemic, I got to do what I got to do to stay safe. Then you got some people that say, well, I know we're in the pandemic, but I'm not going to take that vaccination because I don't have all of the science and I don't know if that's healthy for me. Then you have a whole group of people that don't even believe we're in a pandemic. It's not going to pull together until we all are on one accord together.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, they pass stuff all the time under our nose when they really want it done. So to me, that's still not going to cut it for me. If they wanted it, they would put that motherfucker in
But
Florida.
they don't want it. That's the point. Everybody don't want it. You have you have a group of people
Right.
who
So
don't even believe that this pandemic is real. And a large group of these people are people that people like you and me voted for. So because these people are the people that represent us and don't even believe that this is real, we're not going to have money. We're not going to have proper health care. We're not going to have that shit.
right. So it go right back to what I was saying. They don't want to cure it. It's just, I mean, they don't want to get it under control. It's just
Because
that
they don't believe it's real. What's to get under control if it don't exist? If I'm not even here to even think that coronavirus exists, what is there to get under control? It's a difference between knowing coronavirus is real and just not wanting to get a shot than to not thinking it exists at all.
Them motherfuckers know when we take a shit. They know what's real and what's not. That ain't it. They don't want to get it under control. They know what's going on.
Okay.
They know what's going on. They know exactly what the fuck is going on. I tell you what, you go down to the corner store, you pop in there, I tell you what, you go down to the corner store and you go sell a kilo of cocaine and see if you free tomorrow. They know what the fuck is going on. They
So
don't.
what do you think about then in Texas and in Florida? Both states got hella COVID numbers, soaring well past they were last year, but both of these governors are stopping mass restrictions. If you have a township, any kind of part of Texas or Florida, and you're mandating masks for your area, the governor is going to fine you. You're going to get in trouble as the mayor and shit for that. Just your area alone, they don't think the shit is real. And all the fuck they saying is mask up to keep people safe.
No. It's not. They don't care. They know it's real.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So they're not going to do anything if they don't think it's real, Raquel. If we all got on one accord, and just believe that COVID was real, fuck vaccines. If we all just said, yes, COVID is real, niggas need to sit in the house and not do shit to try to get under the control, and we gonna send out a fucking stimulus like Canada do, we'd be good. That's a monthly stipend. Right, but instead, we have Republicans here who don't even believe that COVID exists. So no, they don't care. And then you have people out here who's gonna just get sick and fucking die because their leaders, again, don't give a fuck.
Whitney,
it's not about a vaccine.
To simplify it, believe it or not, we are part of a script. We are part of a sideshow. They know what the fuck is going on. They have it just like they want it. And they're going to keep you, anytime you might get close to maybe everybody seeing eye to eye, they're going to throw some shit out there to make sure we don't agree, to put in this doubt, yada, 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 to keep the bullshit going. But
when were we close to seeing eye to eye before COVID? What was America close to seeing? Actually, fuck America, because this is a global pandemic. So what was the world collectively close to before COVID?
What I'm saying is they don't give us a chance because they make sure that they keep shit out in front of us. This machine here, social media, has taken on a life of its own. Anybody can put any bullshit on here, and there's all type of distractions to where shit is able to slip through the cracks. This is a machine of its own. You know what I'm saying? It's all engineered, dude. I don't know what to say, but at the end of the day, we still agreeing with difference of opinions on certain things that they don't want to get the shit under control. Whether you're saying it's because some don't believe it, and I'm saying that they all know what the fuck is going on because they know what the fuck is going on, but they're gonna make you believe we don't believe it. They make it seem like they are in arguments or disagreements when they all under the same team. They all have the same goal. They all working together. It's some bullshit. It's a farce. We just in the middle of it.
I just can't see people wanting to put their own family at risk too. I don't know. Maybe we live in a world where motherfuckers would rather say or do shit when they too have families who could get sick and die from this. So instead of protecting my family, I'd rather go against everything and just make light of everything that's going on around.
You are coming from a logical and a humane perspective.
But these are the people that logical people like you and I vote for. That's the problem.
No, they're not.
If we voted for the right fucking people, nothing this will be going on. So why would people vote for people who logically thinks I'm not, fuck my family and fuck everybody around me? We're not going to get shots. COVID-19 is not real. We're going to go out and celebrate and do everything. And then my loved ones are going to get sick and die because I don't believe that this is real.
Okay, check this out. So you, Whitney, you want
to let's talk about the president. Because when Trump got fucking COVID, he got top tier fucking help to be over that shit. Fucking medical assistance that's not even afforded to me or you. But this same motherfucker said COVID wasn't real. But when you got it, you got all of the help that you could, flew in the best fucking doctors to be there. He could have fought that shit like the flu, right? But no, that nigga got it, was treated, and is vaccinated. But you still out here talking and making people believe that this shit is not real. That's stupid as fuck.
Listen, this is what I'm trying to... Did you ever see that movie with that black woman and she was a police officer and she was a good cop and she got in there and realized she was working with a bunch of bad cops and then they tried to kill her? Did you see that?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay. It's the same thing as the government. Let's say you want to do right. Whitney Bryant is a good person. She wants to do right. She's going to fight for people. But if you get to a certain level, all that who Whitney Bryant is, you got to cut it. Or you're not in the in group. Because you got a script and a narrative you got to follow. And if you don't follow that shit...
He said he had COVID. He said he had it and fought it. Trump had COVID. He admitted to it. It's all over. Read it in the media.
Right. That's not what he's saying, though. He's saying, yeah, so he said he do. Who said he really did? Who can prove that he did?
You can tell he had COVID. The motherfucker was sick at the podium. Before he had COVID. You could tell he was sick as fuck. He could barely breathe in them speeches.
You as a good person, we could vote all day. But if a system is corrupt, you ain't going to come in there and change it. You're going to get in line or you ain't going to be in there, period. They know what the fuck they do. It's a sideshow. This is all a show for you. It's all a distraction. It's some bullshit. And nobody...
I guess we just going to agree to disagree. I just think it's fucked up that we would think that people would put people's lives at risk for the greater good. Like, I think that's fucked up.
Nigga, are you serious? People kill
I'm dead ass serious, yes. And I don't give a fuck who think otherwise. That's dumb as fuck to think that people would rather put their family, fuck other people. You're putting your family's life at risk because you'd rather be a part of a gang, I guess. The government is a gang.
Yes, people kill their wives for insurance money. You think, I mean...
Well, I guess the government is a mafia. Fuck it. The government is a mafia. And COVID-19 is the fucking bullets. Hell, fuck it. Let us all die at this point.
I mean, I ain't gonna take it that far now. I ain't feeling.
I mean, but that's basically what you're saying. You getting in some shit. You're gonna be a part of it. It's a mafia.
What I'm saying to you is, what you're saying is right, but you're being humane. If what you're saying, this is impossible, but if that mind frame was impossible, then we would have never been slaves. If that mind frame was impossible, things wouldn't be going on the way that it's going on. People wouldn't kill their family members for money. Motherfuckers wouldn't fight and argue when they loved ones die over stupid shit like houses and cars. People are sick. They will sell their soul just to have a foot up over your neck. Again, you are coming from a rational, loving, sensible point of view. You are coming from everybody on this bitch ain't human. That's proven because we got dogs. Everybody don't think like
But
you.
we don't have dogs in
Feel
office
like
for
you.
sale, so I don't
Shit.
see saying dogs. I mean, I get the whole everybody don't think sensible, but to say dogs, like we don't have dogs in office. Everybody don't think the same,
It's
but
just a metaphor. I'm just using it as an example to say that everything on this earth ain't human. A dog is not human. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's dogs in office. It's just it's a play on words. Yes, these people are evil. They're not rational. They don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, guess what? To prove my point, Canada doing it, other places are
so
doing it.
what you gonna do about your kids going back to school then?
They
Because
go,
we're out here, you have to have like doctor's notes to have your kid go virtual. So with all the news they got out here, it's worse for kids. Kids gonna catch it. Kids getting it worse, and kids can't even be vaccinated. So me as a parent, I would rather for my kid to be virtual, but my kid can't be virtual unless I have a doctor's note.
I don't know. I mean, we're not faced with that right now at this present moment. But my kids are gonna go back to school. They're gonna have to, excuse me, they're gonna definitely have to mask up. I'm gonna just tell them like, y'all gotta mask up because yada 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 yada. We gonna have a talk. And if you that's what it is. I mean, if you want to continue to see mommy and daddy, because we want to continue to see you, you're gonna protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because people dying out here. What can you do? You can only do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think my real thoughts that I won't even speak might shock some, but what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna wither away and worry to death over this shit. I'm not. I'm not gonna let this shit take my mind and take me out. I'm going to pray over my kids and inform them. Yeah, they have been through so much. I mean, because it's rough. These kids are having a hard time learning on the virtual. That's hard for them. Not seeing their friends. It's a lose fucking situation at this point. You know what I'm saying? They struggling on the online. What Katrina said, she said all these fucking kids failing on that computer shit. It don't even make no sense to expect them to get straight A's and be hard on them because they all failing with this shit. It's a lose situation.
I mean, Madison went back to school last year when her school opened back. Fortunate for me, when she went back, I think it was only like twice. Some sixth grader had COVID. But every week I got a letter about a seventh or eighth grader with COVID. Like these schools can only do so much. And then last year you gave parents the option, okay, virtual or in person. Well, if this year you're not giving these parents no options, I ain't seen one new fucking school being built. So it's looking like classrooms is not gonna be able to social distance if you're forcing all of the kids back into the class for a fucking dollar. Cause that's what it's about. You need to have these motherfucking asses in seats so you can get this money.
Yeah.
So it makes it where now I was okay with my kid being in the class because half her class was virtual. Now her whole fucking class probably gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
All for money.
This is America though. That's what this is. That's what we're dealing with. That's the point. They don't care.
And then, you know, your kids is not even at vaccination age. You know, all of them. So even if you wanted to try to get your kids vaccinated, you fucking can't. So what do you do? No, they not gonna social distance them kids, and they gonna expect for them kids Oh, it's a spider right here.
And kids, once they seen their friends, they ain't seen them in a while. You think they gonna be like, stand back? No, they gonna be wanting to be in their friend's face.
Now, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with her not wearing her mask all day. But you have like younger kids, elementary school age, they're not gonna keep that fucking mask on their face.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna do that, and that's gonna be hard for them. That's gonna be hard as fuck.
Hey, Debuda, I'm in agreement. Hey, we gonna listen. We gonna fuck around and be blocked next week. We done sat up and talked about this shit. You'll be like, oh no. Oh, it's 10:30. It's that time. It's that time. We have reached the time. Go ahead and get your sports talk tomorrow at 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. Go to mywhitneyb.com. She's got some stuff. Please send me that episode. Don't forget to send me that.
Okay.
I didn't send me that episode. We got the podcast this weekend. Shade and Shenanigans. That should be good. I'm gonna send y'all that stuff tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm gonna send it.
Oh, okay.
I really want to send that stuff. I'm gonna send that stuff about the guests. Yeah.
Okay.
Want to know? What else? What else we got to announce? Vitamin D, 5:00 on Saturday Eastern Standard Time. And y'all just look out for RockyRoadMedia.com. Yeah, RockyRoadMedia.com. Go and visit and search and stuff like that. I redid the website, so it's sweet. Go on through there. Pretty soon, I should be. Look out for the show Johnson on Bounce. We'll be covering that, and I'll be giving that a review. And thank y'all for tuning in. So listen, I cut these things up and I put it on YouTube. The whole episode will go up, but the pieces will go up before the episode. So I cut this up, put it in YouTube, so you can kind of take your time with it. All the old episodes we've done are on YouTube, except for one, because Instagram cut us off and took away my show. I couldn't even download it or nothing. So thank you, honey. Thank you, Chatty Amazon. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and we're gonna see y'all next week at 8:30. I think this was a good episode, Whit. It's good conversation. But I'm about to call you in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Bye.